Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video is my monthly ranking of my eyeshadow palettes. So basically I am ranking all the eyeshadow palettes that I used in the previous month. So this month will be what I used in April, and the ironic thing for April is they're all new palettes. Every single one of them. Now there's only 10, but they are all new palettes. While in March, I didn't have any new palettes. It was all pre-existing. So a little different this time is that now a couple of them I did get in PR. One is a $5 little palette that I got that was part of the Blvd, and a couple different ones. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before we get started, I do want to say that of all 10, there's none that I don't like. None of them are bad. There's none that I don't like. This is mainly color story, personal preference, the look that I came out with. So a lot of it is the look that I came out with, what I liked about, if I liked it or not. So I could use it again and use different, colors of the palette, and it could rank higher or lower depending. So that's kind of how I rank them, basically the look that I came out with, kind of thinking, was it easy to use? Was it easy? Did I get the look that I wanted out of it? So that's kind of the thought process in doing these rankings every month. And then hopefully, the idea was to hopefully get me to use a lot more of the palettes that I own. It just happened that, I got a couple in PR, and then Sigma came out and I ended up purchasing them, which I'll get into in a second. And then I got a couple in PR. And then one I found at TJ Maxx. So, for $10. So, we'll go ahead and get started. But I did want to mention, 4 of them are going to be the Sigma 9 pans. I think this video is going to come out before the video reviewing those. So I think because I'm filming them at the same time, but I think this video is going to go up first. So I'll be doing a more in-depth video about those 4 brand new 9 pans from Sigma Beauty, which I absolutely love. I'm wearing one of them today, and I think they're great. So I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video on those palettes, but I'm going to be ranking basically the palettes in the look that I got first. So just kind of explaining that, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to start with number 10, and it is actually going to be one of the brand new Sigma palettes, and it is the Beachy one. So Beachy, now when I use this one, I did go ahead and go in with the blues. And I'm just not a blue eyeshadow person, so that's kind of the reason why this ended up being number 10. But there are some really pretty greens in this palette as well. This Riptide shade is absolutely stunning. So I could, and that it just goes on so smooth. So really excited to try some more of this. So I could probably use this one next time, and it could be higher. I really liked it for blue eyeshadow, kind of we'll do a couple swatches here. Like I said, there is going to be a video coming up with me going in more in depth. The blues were beautiful. So I really liked for blue eyeshadow. I liked how the look came out. Very easy to use. I thought it was gorgeous. So, but again, just not a blue eyeshadow girl. If I wasn't doing a review on the 4 palettes, now these I did purchase myself, but I probably would not have purchased this one. Though I do like it, and I'm excited to try it a little bit more because the blues are unique to, I have some other blue eyeshadows, especially in some Sigma palettes, but nothing like this. So I like the combination with the browns and these like greens. So again, this one's number 10, but I do really like it. So anxious to continue using it. Okay, next up on my list is going to be one of the LYS, and this is Unapologetic. This is the more colorful one. And again, this is one that it's just based on color story. I have only played with it twice, and the one thing I do like about it is compared to the other one, which is a little bit higher just because of the color story. The one thing I like about this one is that you can get different looks. So you can go in with this teal, with this pink, or this gold, and you're going to get different looks with it. It is a little bit darker and it's more deeper, so that's where it's kind of falls a little bit lower for me, because I think this is just made for someone with a deeper skin tone, which is fine. I think it's really pretty, but there's no inner corner shade, no brow bone shade. I'm not big on the mustard shade. I've tried it a little bit, but and the look I came out with, I liked. I thought it was good. So it was a nice eyeshadow. I thought it came out nice, but it wasn't my favorite. And again, it's just not my favorite. So of the two, I definitely like the other one more, which is going to be a little bit higher. But I think if you want a little bit more versatility, then this one is going to give you more looks. But this is Unapologetic, and this is number 9. Okay, so number 8 is the one I found at TJ Maxx, and it is new to me. It's not new, but it is the GlamLite Hersheys Kisses with Almonds. So I reviewed the milk chocolate one, I think in March. I wore that one, and then this is the milk chocolate with almonds. And of the two, this was the one I was more excited about because I love warm tones. I love like warm tones just on, you know, how they look on my eye. And I do really like this one, but of the two, I really liked the milk chocolate more. It's kind of more cool toned. There's this one shade that really, really pops. So I wore this to Disney on Ice the other night, and it worked, you know, beautiful. It's really easy, blended out great. I used this copper shade, but it just didn't pack as much as a punch as the shimmer shades in the other palette. So now I haven't used this gold one yet, this like yellow gold. So I think that one kind of gives more of pack of a punch. And then you also have this one here. So it could have been just the one that I chose. Yeah, that one definitely is more pop, and so does this one. So I chose this more coppery one, which, you know, could have just been more subtle. But I do really liked how my eye look came out. I didn't have any problems with it. Really, really great. Now I think this one runs like $18, so it's a really good price. GlamLite has great formulas. I kind of really want the Chucky one because Samantha March raves about it, and I like her, do not watch horror movies, but it looks like a really fun palette. So, but again, this I picked up at TJ Maxx for $10. So I wanted them at the moment I saw them because I love the packaging, and, you know, I love the way to open them. Now, storing them is a little bit more complicated because they're round, they're not flat, you know, that's the only thing, but they're fun. And I think they're a great palette. I love the look that I came out with, but I was kind of surprised that I preferred the milk chocolate one over this one. So for April, this one is number 8. Okay, and number 9 is also from LYS, and this is the Empowered. I love it. It's beautiful. The only thing about this palette is that you're pretty much gonna get 1 or 2 looks. You know, you do have this pink, which is really pretty. So the pink is really nice. And these shimmers are pretty nice as well, but you're gonna get kind of the same colors, you know, the same look for the most part. This shade right here is lost. You know, it's just, it blends out on me. You barely see it. So that I wish was a shimmery, like, you know, a shimmery light shade, so I could use it in an inner corner or brow bone. But this matte kind of pinky shade is kind of a loss. So that, you know, it is what it is, but I wish that was something else. I think other than that, the quality is good. I think it's great. The only thing is that you have to get these on QVC. So I hope that these come to the LYS website eventually, because they're $25, but QVC you have to pay for shipping no matter what. They do have some sales. I think I got one of them. This one I got in PR. The other one I purchased and I got it for like 10% off. So, you know, it kind of comes out, but QVC shipping is really slow. So I really hope that they come out to the LYS website and then eventually Sephora, because I do think these are really good. They're fun. And if you have a lot of the LYS products, they're all the same shape, so they're easy to store. But with that also, you kind of pick it up and you don't know what you're picking up. So that's the other downside too. But I think it's a really great palette. It's just you're going to get limited looks, but quality's great. Everything's great. So this one is my number 7, and this one is Empowered. Okay, so number 6 for the month of April is actually what I am wearing today, and it is from Sigma, and it is Jewels. So this is the Jewels one, and this one is definitely the most versatile of the new palettes. So this one you've got, kind of have like 3 rows. You've kind of got this one. I'm wearing this row right here. And then this is the brow bone and inner corner, but I'm wearing this row right here, transition, deepen out the outer corner, and then the lid. I think it's beautiful. Not much of a purple girl, but I like how it came out. Very, very smoky, beautiful shade. Really anxious to try this teal. Teal seems to be an ongoing theme in a lot of my palettes. This gold is really pretty as well. So today was the first day I used it, and I think gorgeous Sigma formula. The one thing I like about these 9 pans is that the formula is the same as the formula in their bigger eyeshadow palettes. They don't compromise the formula for these 9 pans. They're magnetic, really great to travel. I took 2 of them on our cruise. I love them. So I think these are really great. So I'm actually going to be doing, after I do the video of the reviewing the 4, I will be doing a ranking video of the 10 9 pans. So that is coming up. But for this month, number 6 is the Jewels from Sigma Beauty. Okay, so now we're into the top half, and the top half, I have to tell you, was a lot harder. 1 and 2 were definitely my 1 and 2, but 3, 4, and 5 are all looks that I loved the eyeshadow, so it was really hard, and it kind of came down to the look that I came up with that day. But, so number 5 is Blvd. So this is the Nearly Nude palette. This is from Blvd. This is the beauty brand that is exclusively at Dollar General. This palette cost me $5.50. I love it. It is so good. It is really, really good. Went on great. I loved the look that I came out with. It was beautiful. Again, you're gonna get similar looks with this, but it's solid. So if you have, especially if you have like a teenage daughter or someone who's learning to do makeup and you're near a Dollar General, pick up these. Pick up, they actually have a couple of them. I think they have like 7 or 8 of these palettes. So definitely pick them up. It's really great to play. You know, just also, I think the look I came up with was gorgeous. And, you know, I used this as a transition shade, which has a sheen, but it was really, still really, really pretty. I can't say enough good thing about this. The 2 eyeshadow pot products, this and the eyeshadow pot, were my favorites. I think they are the great, but again, I am this Blvd. Now the only thing is packaging cheap. It had like a sticker on it, so I can't get that off. It looks ugly. It's, you know, so it doesn't feel like, you know, the Pat McGrath. But again, it was $5.50, so it was like 10% of the price of the Pat McGrath. So I think it was great, gorgeous, really good quality, highly recommend. So this was my number 5, the Nearly Nude from Blvd. Okay, so number 4 is going to be the Electric Pink from Sigma Beauty. This is the 3rd of the 4 new 9 pans. Obviously there's 1 more left, and that's going to be my favorite, but this one is really pretty. Now, I don't understand why the Electric Pink comes in, but this is more my type of pink. So love the look I came out with. It's gorgeous. This New Wave shade is the one that I just absolutely love. This one at the top. The top row is the best, but really, really pretty, just absolutely gorgeous. And then this Last Call, I think, is also just a gorgeous shade. So again, you've got, you know, like this brown, but it's kind of got like a pinky undertone, this Cosmopolitan Burgundy, just a lot of versatility in this little palette, especially if you like pinks. Again, I don't know where the Electric Pink comes in. When I do the video, I will probably be comparing this to the Rosy, because I think that was kind of my concern. I think they're different enough, but I have not done a side-by-side comparison. I'm filming that after this one. So, but I do think this is a really good one. And if you like pinks but don't like bright pinks, this was a good one. Even though it says electric, it's kind of more subtle pink. But this was my number 4 Electric Pink from Sigma Beauty. Okay, and my number 3 this month is kind of a surprise. It is the new one from Pat McGrath, the Venusian Sunrise. So this is from the Divine Bronze Luxe Quad, and this is Venusian Sunrise. Again, gorgeous, absolutely stunning quad, but you're gonna get one look. I mean, I'm sure there's other people that can get different looks, but for the most part, you're gonna get one look. This gold shimmer is stunning. It is what makes the quad. But these two, the mattes are gorgeous, and this shade right here is also really, really gorgeous. This is one that when you reach in, you're gonna get a great look. It's gonna be gorgeous. These are the tones I love, but you're gonna get the same look. And it's expensive. It is an expensive quad. Love it. I mean, this is one that if I'm in a hurry, which is usually all the time, but if I need to get ready, I want a gorgeous eye look and I need to get ready fast, this is something that I'm going to dig into because it's a no-brainer. Like, I can just look at this and know exactly what I can do. I know the mattes are going to work seamlessly. It's going to be gorgeous and I'm going to love it. So, but again, you're going to get one look and it's an expensive quad. So get it on sale. It's actually cheaper at Sephora for some reason. So get it during a Sephora sale or wait for a Pat McGrath sale. But I do think it is a gorgeous quad. So, you know, and there really were no dupes from her 10 pans. So that was a surprise too. But I also think you could probably dupe it with other shades as well. So is it a must-have? No, but it is, do I regret having it? No. And then they were two. So my number 2 is the last of the Sigma Beauty, and it is Earthy. So Earthy, when I saw the 4, this was the one that I knew I wanted the most. This was the one that I gravitated to the most. And this was the one, when I did my first look, this was the one I gravitated towards, and I loved it and absolutely loved it. I can't even remember which shades I used, but I used the greens and just stunning. I think I filmed a video for my other channel and somebody asked me what eyeshadow palette I was wearing. So just loved it. You know, and I'm not much of a green eyeshadow person, but this one I love. Now it's got some browns too. It's got some warm browns as well, but then you've got some cool greens. So this one is just a really great, versatile 9-pan, great for travel. This is one that I will be taking on every trip because I think it is fantastic. I love how thin they are. They're great. I don't really need a mirror when I travel, so I'm fine with that, but I think it's perfect. So again, I just love the look I came out with. I love this palette. I think it is fantastic. So definitely my favorite of the new 4. But it was also the favorite look that I had of the new 4. So this was my number 2 for April, the Earthy from Sigma Beauty. And then finally, my number 1 was the one I got in PR. So this was, I got 1 or 2 others in PR, but this was one I got in PR, and it is from What's Up Beauty. So What's Up Beauty is an independent brand. They sent me a bunch of brushes and nail polish. I'm actually wearing one of the nail polishes today, and this is the Geodes collection. And again, this is also another one that's great for travel because look how thin it is. I mean, this is what I love about how thin these are because they're really great for travel as compared to like the Pat McGrath, which is considerably thicker, and you're only gonna get 4 shades, but really great. So here you have 12 shades, and this palette is just gorgeous. I love the look that I came out with, and I did go a little bit more neutral. I used this Earth-like, which I think is the nail polish I'm wearing. I think that's the nail polish I'm wearing today. The Earth-like, loved it. Really anxious to try the other shades as well. This Peridot is just like, wow, like I can't, like that is just gorgeous. So, and the citrine as well. Not so much of a yellow person, but I could do that one. So just a unique color story, fantastic quality. It's made in Italy, but assembled in the US. So really, really great quality. And the best thing about this palette is like, it's $41. It is $41. So compared to like the Pat McGrath, which is $58 on Sephora, I think $62 on Pat McGrath, 4 shades, 12 shades. Quality's amazing. Quality's amazing. $41, you know, supporting a, you know, independent brand, female-owned business. I think it's great. You know, comparing to these, pan size is about the same. These are 9 pans. These are 12. but this one is obviously a very versatile palette here because you've got a lot of different shades. You got a lot of different transition shades as well. Probably only 2 shades to kind of do, you know, deep in the outer quarter, but just got a lot of options for shimmers. I just love it. I love the look I came out with. Can't wait to play with this more. I think it's great. They have one other palette called Desert Monsoon, which I want to pick up. It's a little bit more brighter, but this one is so good that I definitely want to pick that one up, but I probably will in the near future. But my number 1 for April was, this was a clear winner. This was the clear winner, and then Earthy was definitely my number 2. Everywhere else kind of I had to think about, but this was my clear winner for April. What's a Beauty, Geodes, great palette. You're not, you know, get it. And the brushes are great too. I've been using their brushes too. So these pink ones, they're great. Natural hair, really good. So with that, that's my ranking for my palettes for April 2023. Yeah, that's it. So if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.